Welcome back. In this lecture, we will talk about AKS cluster upgrade. Upgrading AKS cluster control plane and node pool is very important part in AKS cluster lifecycle. It is important to always keep upgrading cluster on latest version to get latest features. Let's now understand versioning of Kubernetes control plane and worker nodes. Kubernetes uses the standard semantic versioning scheme. The version number is expressed as x.y.z. X is major number, Y is minor number, and Z is patch version. In version 1.21.6, 1 is major number, 21 is minor number, and 6 is patch version. The Kubernetes version of the control plane and initial node pool are set during the cluster creation. All additional node pool have their Kubernetes version set when they are added to the cluster. The Kubernetes versions may differ between node pool as well as between node pool and control plane. So we can have different version of Kubernetes for node pool and control plane. Now let's discuss about rules for valid version to upgrade node pools. The node pool version must have the same major version as the control plane. The node pool minor version must be within two minor versions of control plane version. For an example, if control plane version is 1.21.6, we can run node pool with version 1.21.6, 1.21.5, or 1.21.4. The node pool version can't be greater than control plane version. So we cannot have a node pool running with the version greater than control plane. While upgrading the cluster, we cannot skip minor version with exception when you are upgrading from unsupported version. For an example, 1.21.x can be upgraded to 1.21.x. 1.21.x can be upgraded to 1.22.x. But 1.19.x cannot be upgraded to 1.21.x. But let us say you are running 1.15.x, which is unsupported version. In this case, you can skip and directly upgrade it to supported version, that is 1.21.x. Downgrading the control plane or node pool Kubernetes version is not supported. If we don't specify target version, behavior depends upon AZ-CLI version. No multiple operations are allowed on a single control plane or node pool resources simultaneously. If no patch version is specified within the command, the cluster will automatically be upgraded to the specified minor version's latest GA patch. For an example, setting --Kubernetes -version to 1.21 will result in the cluster upgrading to 1.21.9. That is the latest GA patch. Now let's discuss the command and flags which we can use to upgrade AKS cluster. AKS upgrade is the command which we usually use to upgrade control plane and all the node pools in the cluster. --control -plane -only flag will be used when you want only cluster control plane to be upgraded, no changes in the node pools. AKS node pool upgrade, it upgrade only the target node pool with specified version. Now let's discuss what is node search. This is the number or percentage of node you specify per node pool which is added as spare node or nodes where all workload will be shifted during the upgrade time. For an example, if node pool has 10 agent or worker nodes and max node surge of 5 nodes or 50%, so while specifying the node surge value, you can either specify a integer value or percentage value. So you can specify 5 nodes or 50% in this case, both are fine. Additional 5 nodes will be required and provisioned at the time of node pool upgrade. You can specify the max surge value of 100%, so that means doubles the number of node. It provides faster upgrade but causes all nodes in the node pool drained simultaneously. It can be okay to have 100% node surge for testing environment, but for production it is always recommended to have max surge value as 33%. Now let's talk about few more points which we should remember. By default, AKS configures to upgrade with one extra node. So by default, maximum surge value of the node is 1. So that means AKS will launch one additional node at the time of node pool upgrade. The max node surge cannot be higher than number of nodes in the node pool at the time of upgrade. The max surge setting on the node pool is persistent. Subsequent version upgrade will use the same setting. Once you set max node surge value for a node pool, it is persistent, and it is applied to all the subsequent upgrade. You can change the max node surge of node pool at any point of time. You should do well planning of available IPs in the subnet and compute quota when you are configuring node surge. Ensure port disruption budgets are set correctly. This defines the number of replicas that can be moved or terminated during the drain process. If drain operation fails, the upgrade process will also fail. So please keep that in mind. Now let's discuss the 5-step process which takes place during the cluster upgrade. When we run AKS upgrade command to upgrade the cluster, it adds new buffer node or as many nodes as configured in max node surge to the cluster that runs the specified Kubernetes version. The second step is to cordon and drain alt node to minimize disruption to running application. How many node it is going to cordon and drain? That depend upon the max node surge value. If max node surge value is 2, it is going to cordon and drain 2 nodes simultaneously. When old node is fully drained, it will be re-imaged to receive the new version, and it will become the buffer node for the following node to be upgraded. This process repeats until all nodes in the cluster have been upgraded, and at the end of process, the last buffer node will be deleted, maintaining the existing agent node count and zone balance. Right, so this is all about theoretical aspect when it comes to AKS cluster upgrade. In the next lecture, we will launch 3-node cluster with old supported version, and then we will deploy some application on top of it, and then we will do the upgrade. Thank you.